Oh, my God.
I'm going to take it away, okay? I'll be right back.
What is it like to see them? You're part of the tribe. You're part of the village here.
You know, like sometimes I really have to just sit back and just be like, oh, like just take it all in. It's just seeing so much love in one's face. Like he is one blessed baby, but they're blessed as well because he's so special.
Honey, something about this situation just doesn't sit right. One moment they were posting smiles, matching outfits, and baby pictures like a perfect family. And the next, court filings, emotional breakdowns, and a fight over money that nobody saw coming. But here's the part that really has people talking. Why would Brat file for child support from her own wife? Yeah, this isn't just a breakup. This is something deeper. And trust me, the truth behind it is messier than you think. Now, let's slow it down for a second so we can really understand how we even got here. Brat and Judy weren't just another celebrity couple. They were the couple people pointed to as goals. Their love story felt bold, different, and honestly refreshing. Fans loved how open they were, how they celebrated each other, and how they built a life together in front of the cameras. And then came the biggest moment, the baby. That changed everything. Their son, baby True, became the center of their world. Every post, every video, every moment, it all revolved around him. Fans were invested. They watched every step, every smile, every family moment like it was their own. But here's where things started to feel a little off. Because behind all those cute clips and happy captions, there were small signs, small cracks, things people didn't notice at first. And then suddenly, those cracks turned into something much bigger. Because now, Brat has reportedly filed for child support from Judy. And yeah, that's where everything flips. Because nobody expected that. So let's talk about what really happened. At first, everything looked normal. Or at least normal enough. Brat was posting with baby True, holding him close, showing that strong bond. And Judy? She was still doing her thing. Business moves, branding, social media, always in control of the narrative. But here's the twist. People started noticing a shift in energy. The videos didn't feel the same anymore. The chemistry? It felt forced. The smiles? Not as natural. And the biggest sign? The way they interacted with the baby. There were moments, small ones, but they said a lot. Who holds the baby? Who speaks first? Who takes control? It might sound small, but when you watch closely, it tells a story. And that story started to feel like a power struggle. Because let's be real. This wasn't just about love anymore. This was about control. And that's when everything changed. Reports started coming out that Brat was claiming more responsibility for the child, more presence, more involvement, and not just emotionally, legally too. And then, boom, child support filing from her own wife. Now, think about that for a second. Child support usually happens when one parent believes the other isn't contributing equally, financially, physically, emotionally. So for Brat to take that step, that means something serious is going on behind the scenes. But here's where it gets even messier. Because Judy didn't stay quiet, not even close. She came back with her own side, her own feelings. And her words, they hit hard. She talked about feeling drained, used, even broken. At one point, she described the relationship like it was something that took from her instead of building her. And that's when people really started asking questions. Because, wait, how did we go from love, marriage, and a baby to this? What nobody expected was how fast things escalated. This wasn't a slow breakup. This was a shift.
A sharp one. One day, it's family content. The next, it's legal action. And somewhere in the middle, something clearly went wrong. Some people think it was always there, that the relationship wasn't as real as it looked, that it was more about business, branding, and building an image. Because let's not ignore this. Judy has always been about her brand, her business, her growth. And to Brat, she brought attention, fame, visibility. Together, they were powerful. But separately, things start to look different. And that's where the speculation comes in. Was this relationship built on love or opportunity? Was the baby part of the plan or part of the image? And most importantly, when things stopped working, who lost more? Because now, with this child support situation, it's clear. This isn't just emotional anymore. It's financial. It's legal. It's serious. And the tension? You can feel it. People online are divided. Some are standing with Brat, saying she's doing what any mother would do, protecting her child and making sure everything is fair. Others are siding with Judy, saying she's being painted unfairly and that there's more to the story than what we're seeing. And honestly, both sides feel strong. But here's the thing. We're only seeing pieces, clips, statements, reactions. We're not inside that house. We don't hear the private conversations. We don't see the real arguments. And that's what makes this even more intense. Because whatever happened between them, it was big enough to break everything. And now, they're left trying to pick up the pieces in public. And that brings us to the emotional side of this whole situation. Because beyond the drama, the court filings, the online debates, there's a real impact here. Brat, stepping into motherhood later in life, finally experiencing something she waited so long for. That kind of bond, it's deep, it's emotional, it's protective. So if she feels like she has to fight for her child, legally or otherwise, she's gonna do it. No hesitation. And Judy, she's not just a partner in this story. She's someone who built a life, a brand, and a public image around this relationship. Losing that, it's not just personal. It's public. It's financial. It's identity. And when she says she felt broken, that's not something you fake easily. Because breakups are one thing, but public breakups, with a child involved, with money involved, that's a different level of pressure. And you can see it in their words, in their silence, in the way they've both changed. This isn't the same couple people fell in love with. This is something else now, something heavier, something complicated, and maybe something that was always heading in this direction, but nobody wanted to see it. And now we're here, watching it all unfold, piece by piece, post by post, statement by statement. So what happens next? That's the question everyone's asking. Will this turn into a full legal battle? Will things get even messier? Or will they find a way to settle things quietly for the sake of the child? Because at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Not the drama, not the headlines, not the opinions, but that child caught in the middle of it all. And maybe, just maybe, this situation is a reminder that not everything we see online is real. Not every perfect relationship is perfect. And sometimes, the biggest